Good morning.
Good morning, Russ.
Morning.
All right, can you see the agenda?
Not yet.
Not yet.
What do you see on your screen?
Face it.
Huh? Morning, Thor.
Good morning. I see the names and some faces, but not the agenda.
All right, how about that?
There you
There
go.
it comes.
Very good. Don't know what went wrong there.
All right, there we go. Good morning, everybody. Sorry, we had a little bit of a technical difficulty this morning.
Not a problem.
Russ, this is Gary. Are you available after the meeting to talk for a little bit?
Yes, I am, Gary. Just give me a jingle.
I'll call you after.
Thanks.
Yep, thank you.
Russ, at the beginning of a meeting, in addition to call to order, we need to do a roll call with everybody announcing the location of where they are calling from.
All right. Will you be going around naming people?
Yes, yes.
I will go around and name people.
Brian will do that. He will go from our list and call on everybody to announce themselves.
All right. Just let me know when you got the time.
Yeah, I still see there are a couple people joining in.
Okay.
Should they ask who joined?
Yes, there's other people joining. Are you on speaker or not?
I think we should be okay now. I think everybody.
Who's on the, who's on 989-778-0683?
Dave Higgs, City of Auburn, and Steve Van Tall from Williams Township.
Beautiful, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, it's time. We'll call the meeting to order. And Maya or Brian, if you could do roll call
Sure. All right, Russ Inman,
here, Sanford, Michigan.
Jay Reithel,
Present, Saginaw Township, Saginaw County, Michigan.
Mitch Huber,
Present, Troy, Michigan.
Amy Bidwell,
Present, City of Midland, Dial-A-Ride.
Gary Rogers,
President, Midland, Michigan.
Eric Sprague, Maria Sandow,
Present, Larkin Township, Midland, Michigan.
Mike Wood, Kevin Ray, Jim Lillo, Dan Armentrout.
Present, City of Saginaw. I'm in the city of Saginaw.
Very good. Thor Brecht,
Here, I'm in Larkin Township, non-motorized transportation representative.
Shane Bjorg,
Here, City of Midland, Michigan.
all right, thank you all very much.
Okay, do we have any changes to the agenda?
No changes to the agenda.
All right, we'll move along to approval of the March 17th, 2021 minutes. Comments, or if not, anybody, we have a motion to approve.
Gary, County Connection, motion to approve.
All right, Gary. Do we have a second?
Was that Dan?
Yes.
Hey, it's been moved and seconded. Is there any additional conversation? But although, do we do roll calls for these, Maya, or just?
We don't need to unless you would rather have roll calls. Normally, I think what we do is just do the yays and nays.
All right. All those in support signify by aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll move along to report of officers. Brian, do you want to call out the officers just so I don't miss any?
Well, basically there's you, and
All
then
right.
there's the city of Midland and MDOT.
All right, City of Midland, do you have anything to report?
Just that we're getting ready to construct our Saginaw Dartmouth to Patrick project here in June, early June. And we're in the design phase of our Sugnit Road extension project. And that's scheduled to construct in the spring of 2022.
Awesome. How about,
Dane, I just got a question, Gary from County Connection, just so I got an idea because we travel that quite regularly. What is going to be involved with that as far as shutdowns and stuff on Saginaw Road?
Saginaw Road project is a mill and fill, and we'll have one lane available in each direction at all times.
Okay.
So not planning any detours.
All right, thank you.
how about MDOT?
Yeah, just one quick thing to pass along. Kim had told me that we finally have a consultant under contract for design for Indian and Buttles. It's taken a little bit longer than expected, but we are all set with that now.
Nice.
The two transit agencies too, Russ. Sorry.
Gary, County Connection?
Not a lot to report. The only thing is I wanted to tell you about is that new Freedom program that we've been trying to kick off is finally getting going. So we'll be pushing out more and more to agencies, and we have Valerie is having a forum in May that we're going to be on with them. And if you could push out my email just to everybody that's on here separate, so that I'm looking for volunteer drivers for this program. It does give a little bit of pay incentive. There's a little bit of pay to it. It's not totally volunteer, but it's based on whether they use their own vehicle, if they use our vehicle. We do have 2 vans that we got through the program through those STOL funds of last year. So it is starting to move forward. We really want to get involved and get going on it. It's been slow going, but the biggest thing is getting drivers, and it's been tough because of especially COVID. But if anybody's interested, they could contact me if you could get that email out for them. I'd appreciate it.
Sure, we'll make sure to put that email around.
Thank you.
Okay, City Transit?
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Amy Bidwell. I'm new to the committee. Most of you know Jan Jurgens retired just a few weeks ago. So with that, the City of Midland did some restructuring to their management team, and part of that restructuring was to put all of the dial-a-ride functions and responsibilities under one position, and that position is the DART manager. And I started that position this past Monday. So I'll be doing all of the roles and responsibilities pertaining to dial-a-ride that were formerly under Jan's position, including the federal grant work with the TIP, and work with the MPO. So I'm excited to be here and have a lot of learning to do.
Welcome to the team.
Yep, congratulations, Amy.
Thank you.
Dan, do you have anything from Saginaw County?
We are rolling along with our, we have that ER project on Freeland Road. And it looks like we will need to have about a 3-week closure on Freeland Road. When we do that, we are looking to do that in August. That we got a big culvert in there that got damaged with the flood that still needs to be fixed. So there's that. Other than that, in that general area, got a bunch of tip seals in Tippecanoe Township that we're pretty excited about.
Excellent.
Looking good.
All right.
And we got all the traffic in that area on Freeland Road trained to do roundabouts, so that when they get to yours, Russ, they'll know what to do.
I just drove yours the other day and I really, really liked it. I love the road name signs as you go around. That makes it a lot easier for people, I believe.
Yeah, they're nice. They are nice, yeah.
Yeah. All right. For Midland County Road Commission, we just started work on our Coleman Road Bridge replacement over the Chippewa River. Our Freeland Sass roundabout, that came back from bids. It was 22% under engineer's estimate, which makes me nervous a little bit because, you know, when you can be too low, but we'll see how that rolls out. The total on that was $437,000. Our Poseyville Urban project has been turned in, and I believe we're getting a June letting on that. So construction would probably start end of June, early July-ish. It'll be in 4 different segments, phases, and with the goal of having unrestricted traffic to the schools by the time they open in the fall. Our 2021 Rural Task Force projects, those have now been turned in, so hopefully those will be obligated and bid out soon. And Midland Township, they submitted a DNR trust grant application for an extension of the non-motorized trail along Poseyville Road. That would be an extension of, I believe it's called the Chippewa Trail. That would extend it from its current termination around Miller Road at Bullet Creek Elementary. They'll continue in some route or another to Gordonville Road. So we've been assisting with that somewhat, trying to find alternate routes away from the major Poseyville Road traffic. So fingers crossed, we're working with MCV and Consumers Energy and trying to find a much nicer route for pedestrians and non-motorized. Other than that, that's all I have. Did I miss anybody? All right, we'll move along to agency reports. Maya?
I think we missed City of Auburn.
Oh, sorry, City of Auburn. Do you have anything to report?
Just that we're working on this summer. We will probably be paving North Auburn Road from Midland Road out to North Union. That'll be a mill and fill. That's not part of your MATS program.
Nice. Awesome. It's always nice to see black stuff go down. So.
Thank you.
All right, Maya, take it away.
All right, let me give you a quick update. We've been working on several different projects. A long-range planning. We've had some meetings with SUTA. We've looked over the results of the base year modeling results for our area. Everything is looking good. We had a couple very kind of minor changes there. So SUTA is ready to start working on the future years scenarios, which is 2025, 2035, and 2045. We've been looking over various projects, processing administrative changes, and then bringing out to the meetings the larger changes as part of TIP amendments. We have completed the fiscal year 2022 Unified Work Program, and that's up for your review and approval later on in the agenda. And also we've been working on the conference, the all the MPO statewide conference, and unfortunately, it's not gonna take place in Midland in person. It's going to be a virtual conference, but we're still organizing that. Just wanted to also give you a little update regarding format of MATS meetings. Through June 30th, those meetings are able to be in a virtual format. As you know, the statewide state of emergency has finished has finished as of March 31st. We thought we were okay with the County of Midland local state of emergency. However, during the April 6th meetings and just before that meeting, we realized that the county resolution was a little too narrow and it didn't really cover us. So therefore, the April 6th meeting couldn't be, we couldn't take any action on various items that we had. So we have a special policy meeting set up for tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. So please, everybody, attend this meeting because that agenda is really full and we do need a quorum at that policy meeting to be able to approve various items and move forward. So please, everybody, attend tomorrow's meeting. I have sent out notice of that last week. That's it regarding Matt's update.
Excellent. Oh, we'll move along to unfinished and new business. Matt's tip amendment.
Yes, we have one project that has recently been added to JobNet and is up for your review and hopefully approval. It's a right-of-way phase of a very large project, the M20 project between M30 and east of Curry Parkway. MDOT determined that they need to add the right-of-way phase, which is a phase to this project, which is actually in terms of cost is not very much because, but yet it has to be a separate project and it's cannot be grouped with other projects because it's related to a project that's very large, the M20 project. And why that right-of-way phase had to be added is because MDOT determined that they need to get some consent from some of the people along that corridor. So they determined that they need to add that project separately and assign some funding to it. So as you see, the total phase cost for this portion of the project is just $20,000, with a majority of it out of federal funds, and then smaller portions out of the state and the local funding. But the entire project cost for preliminary engineering and construction for the M20 project is over $20 million.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve the proposed tip amendment?
Make a motion to approve the tip amendment.
All right, a second. Do we have a second? I'll second it. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Moving along to the MATS Unified Work Program.
Yes, every year we have to prepare a report that's called Unified Work Program. What it does, it provides kind of a projection of what tasks we're going to be working on throughout the next fiscal year, which starts on October 1st and goes through September 30th of the following year. And not only it has to provide all the tasks, but it has to kind of, the program also provides a projections of a number of hours that we expect to work on it and the cost associated with each task and what will be involved within each task. So we have to do it every year. That Unified Work Program report is due to MDOT by June 1st. MDOT reviews it and then sends it over to the feds, to FHWA and FTA, and they also review it and approve it. This year's Unified Work Program is very similar in terms of task to last year's program and programs before that. Obviously, each year we kind of tweak it a little bit. For example, in the following year, we are not going to be working anymore on that conference, so that item has been removed. We are going to be there are some other items that also have been moved because we are not expecting to our overall 2023-2026 TIP report. We expected that it will be done by October 1st. I'm sorry, we will be working on the 2023-2026 TIP report. So that item has been actually enlarged. So that's what we do every year. We kind of make some changes each year to reflect what we think we'll be working on. The one change that we had to do to the upcoming work program that is different from the previous is we are not we don't have pass-through agreement. We're not extending pass-through agreement with DART to this upcoming year, and that is because over the years our pass-through dollars had been had to be less and less and less, and now they expect it to be significantly under $25,000. The $25,000 is the kind of criteria that MDOT requires, that there are special agreements to be put in place. Since we are not going to be even close to that amount of money, it makes no sense to have all kinds of paperwork and all kinds of agreements. We still have in a UWP that we will try to the extent possible reimburse implementing agencies, including DART, for planning activities and for transit planning activities that they do kind of that are related to MATS activities, but that the evaluation of how much money we can reimburse will be done at the end of a fiscal year once we know how much MATS has utilized of funding, and any remaining funding will be used for reimbursements that way. But we cannot anymore at this point kind of commit to a very, very specific amount that we were able to before. So that's a change that we have done in this Unified Work Program.
Once this is approved by policy committee, Maya, does it immediately go out or go on the webpage with like the attached, because with the appendix items that wasn't on the version we got? Or
yeah,
is
the draft of it has been posted, just like we post everything.
all right?
So once once the technical approves it and once policy approve it, we will put on the appropriate dates, right? Get all the signatures, because there's still some signatures required for a couple of resolutions within the appendix regarding the funding of PL funding and 5303 funding. So once we get that all together, we will we will prepare this final report. It will remove the draft out of the title page, and then we will post that everywhere, and we'll also forward that to MDOT and to the feds.
Okay. Any other questions about the Unified Work Program? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve the draft 2022 Unified Work Program?
Rethel would make that motion.
We have a second.
Support.
Supported by Dan. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, on to 2021 Pacer data collection.
Yes, I just wanted to kind of briefly touch upon that because this year the Pacer data collection is a little bit different than last year. It's still kind of due to the COVID. Last year we were not able to do any Pacer data collection. What we really want to do and what TAMSI is really asking us to do is to do 100% of a data collection. Beforehand, in the previous years, 3-person teams were required. TAMSI has changed their requirements. Now, 2-person teams are required, and MDOT has still, at this moment, MDOT still has restrictions upon participating. So we know that they will not be able to participate at least till July. So what we are doing is we are actually going to start our Pacer data collection in May because we want to utilize our funding that was extended from last year. Our funding from last year was extended into this year through June, and we want to be able to fully utilize it, not to lose any money. So we are going to start Pacer data collection within City of Midland. We are going to utilize a City of Midland vehicle with all the safety features and the bubble and kind of and big letters City of Midland, so everybody can see it's an official vehicle. And there's only going to be 2 people, a City of Midland employee and a MATS employee doing those readings in May. Then what we are hoping to do is we are hoping to set up Pacer ratings with Midland County Road Commission somewhere towards end of summer, beginning of fall. And we're hoping that by that time we will have an MDOT employee participating and MDOT vehicle also part of that. So that's what we are hoping. However, if we find out that MDOT staff is unable to do it late summer or early fall, then we will try to just set up 2-person team with a Midland County Road Commission staff and their vehicles. So we'll see how it goes, and I hope that you guys are okay with the setup. It's kind of an adjustment. But we are hoping that we can do 100% of a collection and that we can do it in a safe and efficient manner.
Is there any questions about the Pacer data collection? Okay, we'll move along to public comment. Is there any comment from the public? All right.
We don't seem to have any comments on our Facebook page, so there's no public comment.
Awesome. All right, I guess we will stand adjourned then, or do we have to do a motion?
We do it either way, so I think either way works.
Let's stand adjourned then. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, so please everybody attend tomorrow's meeting. We do need a quorum at tomorrow's meeting.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.